I'm Tina. This is To the Inner Wild. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for stopping by. We're just going to do a quick one. As you can see, my energy is a little bonkers, but it's okay. It's all for good reason. And hope you are well. Okay, well that was a quick one. I just wanted to do a single card read. This is, again, using back-to-back 2 days in a row. Tarot of the Holy Light. I wanted to do some death metal, but I just didn't get there. So angels, I invite you in before we do our read. Of course you are welcome in, but this is a formality for all. Let's go ahead and include our higher selves to the bunch, yeah? This is for the collective whole. Regardless of whether or not you stop in to visit in on this reading, yeah, let's go ahead and just expand it to the whole. Hopefully that we can keep this concise. So we have the King of... Oh my gosh, we have the King and Queen of Wands. We have counterparts. What the heck is going on? It's good stuff. This is good stuff. Let me tell you. Look. They're both... This is hilarious, okay? They're both, like, looking at each other. Looking in each other's way, okay? They're trying to avoid eye contact, as you can see here. But they're just checking up on each other. They're friends. They're kin, okay? Yeah, this is, hold all love interest aside, because this is the wand suit. This is the passionate, driven force. The modus operandi, the phallic attitude that we have, our approach. In either conquest or in just... Oh, okay, or creative mode. Conquest mode or creative mode. This is what we hold in order to manifest. It's an upscale version of the wand that we use for magic, for manifesting, yes? And these are prime resources, almost scepter-like in our royalty, that we have upsized our manifestations to a... greater realm of possibilities. We see the balance in its isolated form, because if we see this manifested on the external, that means in fact we have this contained on the inner plane. So congratulations everyone for reaching that or approaching it. And you see there's the masculinity in older colors. You see the pink shoes here. In modern terms, brainwashed terms, that is a sign of femininity, wearing the shoes of femininity. But in archaic times, in biblical maybe, pink was actually the masculine color. So she's wearing those shoes. They may be ballerina slippers, and thank God they are comfortable. You see people in their wedding dresses during the receptions, they change into their ballerina slippers because they deserve that comfort within their manifestation of something that is representing a union of great commitment, lifelong commitment. Okay, what else do we see here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We see the 6 of Pentacles energy here. The single one is hidden, which is emanating from her crown chakra, or her divine seat of power. It's hidden there. It's implied there. She is part of this wheel, almost like a wheel of fortune, a Ferris wheel like. The 7th pentacle is at the center, which is resembling the Ace of Pentacles. That is true abundance. And 7 of Pentacles, as you know, well, 6 starts off as the generosity involved, the abundance from this sun, star-like cosmic quality of union. This is cosmic union, with the 7th pentacle representing true work, labor. And so her wand has evolved to a torch, which is almost like a Statue of Liberty, if you can see that. Sense of freedom. She has wings. She can fly. She has divine union with spirit, with angelic forces that help shift her future, as well as her realm. This looks like a wastebasket here. So it's like a trash can lit on fire. You know, if you see that in modern LA terms, that's more of a sign of poverty. And being that it's situated at the right side of her foot, I would say, her throne, I would say that's more of action-oriented, like knowing when to dispose of something and basically incinerate that which does not serve. But when I look at this further, I'm also seeing like a fire lit beneath her that she doesn't find troubling. Her familiar is a falcon, and she's somewhat witchy. You see her broom, this black piece over here, to sweep away what no longer serves. And that is on her intuitive side. Before it actually reaches her domain within her subset of her empire, which is self, she sweeps it away before it can penetrate the core. She's vigilant, she's abundant, she's beautiful, almost like Empress-like. If you can see her robe, the bodice is almost like this empire waist, gives the impression of fertility, the room for fertility. Yeah, that's that. That's the Aries card. And then we have Leo here in the masculine aspect, which is also keeping in touch on the right side. You know how we have here. Ooh, do you see this? The Leo quality, the fire aspect on the right side of the foot. And then we have the High Priestess almost like on the right side, the intuitive feminine side on his right foot. So there's a balance on both sides when you're looking at divine counterparts, that you've met your match. And you see the balance also of masculine and femininity within the floral arrangements. So the abundance is reached from that balance. So there's a seat of justice for both, actually. And the King of Wands is upright, it's active, it's moving. Aries, yeah. Aries is, I think, a very action-oriented, almost like competitive. Like they enjoy the sport of competition. And you see here how it branches out at the top, almost indicating a Two of Wands within this single unit. And it's so, how do I say it without appearing too sexual? Okay, well, anyway, the girth of the wand is broader, almost like a tree. So that's a true sense of abundance in being able to handle that kind of a manifestation. And there's flames behind him, so that's also emergence, exiting any tower moments. It's almost like this wasteman of fire is more pronounced in material plane as from what he emerges from. So good job on that. Yeah. He is more naked in his truth, which is, I feel like, a sign of spiritual abundance. I really feel like it's a direct connection to the Adam and Eve story, and how it just roots down to that originating source of creation and the indication of willpower, exercising your personal will for what's right or what's wrong. And because it's upright, you're standing obviously in your right, in your God-given right. There's a sense of also enlightenment. This is cosmic enlightenment too, zodiacal, right? You see all of those represented here. It's the awareness of the collective, as hers is, but it's actually more playful and on more of the nurturing side, cosmically speaking. So you see this union as almost patriarchal as well as matriarchal, in a sense that they're equivalent and in an exchange. You see that direct connect between the Aries and the Leo card. I think that is really it. We're looking at a branching out also in the background with the tree, how the branches and the shade provided, it stands separate from the flames. So as you know, with forest fires, they catch on pretty quickly, and the abundance is unharmed. So that's an important indicator. What else do we want to say? We are 11 and 10 seconds in. Very, very good. There's a sense of rawness with this masculine. As you can see where he stands, it's dirt, barefoot. And this is structured, more of a formality, more urbanized, with this almost like concrete pavement her throne sitting on. And that's the first time I've seen royalty depicted on like this pavement with this scenic view, like almost like a plummet, almost like leaving behind, journeying from the Fool card. You can see the cliff, right? The implication of that, and the familiar, the falcon, looking over, watching over her and her path from Fool to now Queendom. That's really cool. I think that is it for the day. Thank you, angels, spirit, and higher selves of the collective whole. I think this picture is really supposed to give us a view of divine seat of power in its elevated form as well as our grounded form, the balance between the two, seated and standing, elevated on a platform and without the platform, standing barefoot. Our sense of enlightenment, this almost like hangman energy, which has become more evolved within each side of, you know, the yin and the yang, and how our divine magic exercise can be pronounced and interpreted, materialized in different ways. A sense of freedom and a sense of passion and discovery. That sense of reformed structure to the rawness of survival. And survival doesn't have to be in primal, absolute primal form, implying a lack of being civil, because both are civil. This is more like the adventure. So one is not greater than the other, okay?
So both sides are necessary in mastering balance of all suits to reach divine emperor or empress status. It's understanding what actions are affiliated in standing and seated position as both masculine and feminine.
Okay, that's it. 16 minutes in. It was 16:09. Let's look at the bottom of the deck, which is 9 of Swords. That's pain. But that's something that you have to manage, whether that's their standalone, if you're a fool, or a page, or knight, king, queen, whatever. This is inevitable. And that is okay. You get through your hardships, and it's really something that is doable, obviously, something that is able to elevate you. Okay, I didn't expect to end with that, but that is okay. It's just a matter of reality, something that we're facing, and everything has its purpose. And yeah, that's it. So thanks very much for joining me. If you liked it, hit the like button. If you didn't, feel free to hit the dislike button. I'd love to know why. That's just one little thing that I ask of you, is that if I'm going to receive feedback, I'd love to hear what didn't work for you, or how it didn't resonate, what you found had a disgruntling effect to your very being. So thanks very much. Feel free to comment and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one, hopefully. Have a beautiful day, and bye.